Hey everyone and welcome back to Dawn of Nerds. I'm your host Charlie and today we're getting the Deadwood trophy on Liberty Falls Black Ops 6. So to begin with, at spawn, you need to jump off and go and look inside the gas station. Inside the gas station there are a pair of bowling shoes. Now the idea is that we need to shoot all of these bowling balls shoes, and once you've got all of them, you'll be able to unlock a quick mini game that takes place in Liberty Lane. So this one is inside the actual shop itself, onto the far right opposite the comic book shop. Look on the shelf, you'll be able to see the shoes in there. Now, as you're heading up to the church, the house that's on the right, underneath this like kind of cozy chair that's sitting to the right of the house, you'll be able to see the bowling shoes under there. You will need to purchase enough barriers to get up to the actual church itself, because in the backyard of like the graveyard part where the church is, hanging from the trees is the fourth pair of shoes. You might find the groundskeeper upper as well. Sometimes he spawns. That's for the actual like main Easter egg if you're following that storyline. That also helps you unlock the jet gun if you're following that. And the last one is down opposite Liberty Lanes in the funeral home. On top of the casket at the far back, you'll be able to find the last pair of shoes. And once you get that, you'll be teleported instantly to the Liberty Lanes minigame Easter egg kind of whatever this thing is. There's loads of zombies dancing, there's things all over the place. Mr. Peaks is there having a little boogie, and it's all good times. Now the bowling itself, to get the trophy, you need to be able to score 300 points. Now it's not easy at all. I would highly suggest charging up the bowling ball as much as you can, because the more you charge it, the faster it goes and it knocks more zombies down as well. You want to try and aim for getting about 2 eliminations per throw, because you can roughly get about 15 throws altogether in the 2 minutes that you have, which is just enough time to get the amount of kills that you need and the amount of points that you need, because you need to get 300 points. So a couple of hints for actually getting the 300 and the most amount of points. As you're aiming down the actual Liberty Lane's bowling lane itself, I would suggest trying to throw the bowling ball so that it kind of stretches across the lane itself. So you're not directly throwing it straight down the lane, you're throwing it at a slight angle, because what happens is as the zombies walk backwards and forwards, left to right, you want to try and effectively get them as they're crossing the lanes, because you can see here, if the bowling ball goes into the gutter, you don't get any points. Okay, there's no points that you get for that. You want to be around about 150 points by the 1 minute mark. So when you've got about a minute left, you want to be at about 150. You might get lucky sometimes and get a ×3 or a ×2, but like I said, realistically, you want to try and get as many zombies as you can in one bowl. So you can see here, I'm not bowling in a directly straight line, and obviously it's enabling me to get 2 eliminations at a time. Bowling in a straight line doesn't quite work at all. I found every time I struggled with that, it was because I was bowling straight down the actual bowling lane itself. Another couple of quick tricks is I would suggest making a save and exit before you actually do this. So before you shoot the last pair of shoes, make a save and exit the game. Because then what it enables you to do is that you can quit the game. You can either dashboard it, quit the game, whichever. Load in your save again, and then what you're able to do is go and shoot the last pair of shoes. And when you shoot the last pair of shoes again, you're teleported back here rather than having to start the whole thing again, go all the way through the process, and then end up having to kind of repeat yourself over it. It takes a lot longer, effectively, if you foul. The other option that you've got is if you do foul and you don't want to load and quit the game, etc., etc., you can, however, go a few more rounds afterwards. So once you're teleported out of here, so once you're finished in a minute and you get kind of teleported out, if you're able to go a few more rounds, come back into the actual bowling alley itself, and in the toilet area that's just opposite the pool table, you'll see a pair of shoes have spawned in. Now when you shoot these, again, it will teleport you back to the bowling area, but you can only do this after a couple of rounds have actually passed. I hope you guys get that, and obviously the achievement's not too difficult for you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.